Several restaurants in Central Oregon are continuing indoor dining service despite a ban on doing so. Blake Allen spoke to two legal experts today on what penalties those restaurants could face.
At the Black Bear Diner in Bend, this sign on one of Bend's busiest streets reads, "Open for dine-in." The Cork Sellers Bistro and Sisters promotes on its website it's open for indoor dining, and several restaurants in Redmond are allowing customers to eat inside. State agencies are investigating and say violators could face potentially hefty fines and a red warning notice to cease or even face bigger consequences. A professor of constitutional law at Willamette University says these penalties are largely enforceable.
State law empowers the governor with a great deal of authority in public health crises to take action necessary to minimize and avert the public health crisis.
OSHA wrote to News Channel 21 about their own authority, saying, "We can't padlock the doors, but continued noncompliance can get expensive with substantially higher fines. Employers can use the appeal process, but we believe the citations we've issued are valid and that we will prevail." According to Norman Williams, refusing to pay the fines might not be the best idea.
I think that's a dangerous strategy for a business owner to take because the state can start seizing assets to collect fines. And the only recourse for the business owner at that point is to declare bankruptcy. And in bankruptcy, some fines are not dischargeable.
He also notes it could get worse for restaurants.
At least as an initial measure, the enforcement sanctions begin with fines, but at a certain point, it would be well within the state's authority to order the closure of the restaurant. They would just have to go to court.
Willamette law professor Paul Diller weighed in on the issue as well.
So it's certainly an uphill battle, but I wouldn't say it's absolutely impossible that any restaurant owner could win by asserting certain defenses against enforcement.
Diller touched on a few possibilities.
I think that it's always possible a restaurant owner could succeed if they can show arbitrariness in enforcement, perhaps, or if they can show they're being targeted in some way that violates some other constitutional norm.
Reporting from Bend, Blake Allen, News Channel 21.